Hi, you're live with Virus on Clapham High Street, Clapham, southwest London. On a breezy, sunny, clammy Monday lunchtime. And today is a fun-packed edition. 5 lovely poems, including hailing up our animal soldiers in the war on COVID, a couple of funnies, plus a lovely poem on mother's love. There'll be a brief yet detailed local history, and then walkabout. So, Clapham Common and Clapham itself covers most of SW4 and parts of SW8, SW9 and SW12 boroughs of London. Okay. In the 2011 census, Clapham area population was 40,850 residents. Clapham is made up of 3 Lambeth wards: Clapham Common, Clapham Town and Clapham North. And it runs into Brixton and Stockwell wards in places as well. Okay. So Clapham Common is 220 acres, green space, it's got footpaths, it's got 3 ponds, and it's overlooked by Georgian and Victorian mansions. Clapham South, it basically gets its name from its tube station and areas and that. And finally, Clapham North. Now, Clapham North runs on either side of Clapham Road, and it borders Stockwell, and it's got roads that lead into Brixton as well. Okay, so the average age of the people of Clapham Common is 33, and just over 62% was born in England. Right. Present day Clapham, the High Street itself is an ancient Roman road that in AD 965, King Edgar of England granted the land to Jonas, the son of the Duke of Lorraine. Thereafter, Jonas was known as Jonas de Clapham, or Jonas of Clapham. Okay. Now, Clapham appears in the Domesday Book as Clapham, and it was held by Geoffrey de Mandeville as his chattel. In the late 17th century, large country houses were built, and the area was very much favoured by the wealthier merchant classes from the City of London. And this went on all through the 18th centuries and into the 19th centuries. Then the coming of the railways that led to its development as a commuter suburb, so that by 1900 it had kind of fallen out of favour with all the wealthy and the upper classes. Yeah. So these days, the area has varied housing and includes social housing and, council housing estates, which kind of started coming around 1930s and going through up until 1960s, still some built recently as well. So just gonna look left, gonna look right and carry on into the common. So, by early 20th century, Clapham was kind of known as an ordinary commuter kind of suburb. It even spawned the phrase, "man on the Clapham omnibus." Apparently that's a big thing in England, that phrase. Get to the 1980s now, and the area itself underwent a transformation And again, it become a centre for the areas of gentrification of the areas and an increase of middle class and also an increase of professional residents who are affluent. And this area is mixed affluence with lots of professionals mixed in with people on social housing and benefits all together as one Clapham family. Okay. So notable residents of this areas: Natasha Bedingfield, singer; Sarah Ferguson; Graham Greene, author; Ainsley Harriott, chef; George Hibbert, slave trader; William Wilberforce, slavery abolitionist and campaigner. They actually prayed in the same Clapham church. I wonder if they were praying to the same God. And finally, Samuel Pepys. He was a diarist, and he's the one who detailed the fire of London. So again, looking left, looking right. Okay. So, on to today's first poem. And this one is called Well Done Virus. Well done, virus. You did catch the orange one and him wife. Listen, we don't want you to take them life, but perhaps now you can feel a little bit of the strife of what you call the China disease. Perhaps now you will say things like, if you please. You never know. Could be an election, masterstroke, unprecedented media coverage. For an ordinary bloke. But privately I hope that Proud Boys stand by us, while the rest of the world I say, well done, virus. Thank you very much. And on to poem 2. And this one is called Twice as Nice. So, twice as nice. But at what price? Well, the mayor's report from Sadiq, you know him nickel and shot. Black people are twice as likely to die from COVID-19. Whether you are MP or running a shop-in, when it comes to load paid men, it jumps to thrice. But what is strange is that these stats go against the range. Blacks survived 500 years of hardcore slavery. Blacks survived European diseases that wipe out the Arawaks, wipe out the Red Indians, and many more besides them. Furthermore, it's becoming generally known that blacks hold the precious genome Oh, blood. But no. Forget all that in a trice. Because apparently, to COVID, black people are twice as nice. Right, now. So, on to poem 3. Okay. This one is for all our animal compatriots. Who share this planet right along with us. This is one of 2. And this one is called Pasha, the medical detection dog. Okay. Pasha, the medical detection dog, has 350 million smell sites in his nose. We have 5 million. Plus, him well cute and colour of brown sugar. In him come, tail a wag, 5 seconds, and him can smell if corona attack along. Just 5 seconds, and then you're gone. It's not a chore, and it's not a drag. And that's down to our soldier, and his name Pasha, the medical detection dog. All right. Right, and straight on to today's 4th poem. And again, it's another animal fighter of corona. And this one is called Mogama, the hero rat. But wait, a rat? Well, he's far more than that. I'm a one rat PR machine. Now rats is cool, no longer nasty, and turn on the stomach green. Well, how about that? Mugama, the hero rat. Yeah, baby. Okay. Right. Now, hear me now. Today's final poem, as the clouds draw in, look like the rain will come back like Noah and the ark. Today's final poem is about a mother's love for her child. It goes out to my Facebook family, some of them who shared the loss of their mother with us. Okay, it's called If I Speak of Love. 1, 2, 3. If I speak of love, I'm talking of my mother. She did tell I, look after my love. Always carry it on your person. Tuck it away so no one can see it. Or even try to steal it. She did tell I, if pressure, I lick you. You can touch it. You can draw strength from it. She did tell I, when things get on top of you, find a room, alone, and by yourself. Take out my love. Look at it. See it sparkle and shimmer. Hear the distant bird cries and the waves are lap on the shore. Kick back, stretch out and relax, and everything will work out. There you have it. Alla uno, whose mothers have gone above. When you speak of your mother, you speak of love. Because love is all we got. Save us. Okay, thank you very much indeed. I really hope you enjoyed those selection of poems. Trying to distract you from all the terrible news. You know how it goes. And before we wrap it up, in the lovely Clapham High Street, we're going to go on walkabout. So here we go. I used to live down this area, now Clapham High Street, in 1994. Kind of Teddy Riley days. I was working at Harrods and I moved to Selfridges. I was living with my best friend, or my long-time friend, Mr. Noor. And he was living in his yard in Clapham North, Edgeley Road. We're coming up to it now. Let me tell you now, we used to have some good times. Back up that way, Clapham North, there used to be... How you doing, guys? Yeah, all right, take care. So it just meant that back up in Clapham North, we used to have black and white hairdressers. Let me tell you now, I used to have a kind of Teddy Riley, soft perm, fade kind of affair going on in my head. Stay soft throw. To go up there, get a shape up there in the shop for an hour. Bob would come up to me and says, hang on a minute, there's a very important customer who needs to go before you. I said, what? What do you mean you go before me? Isn't my £6 enough? Isn't me very important? It was Bruno. Bruno in the heyday. Come up to me and said, I hope you don't mind. So what do you mean? And so he shook my hand, come up to my elbow. Those were the days. I love it up here. Kind of fizzy atmosphere, kind of romance, kind of, don't know, love is in the air, kind of energy around here. Real affluent, but also mixed with all kinds of family people up here. And I had a great time in 1994. There used to be a lovely takeaway called Ruffy's, just under that bridge where Clapham North is. As you can see at the very distance, there's some great kebab rolls and all cheesy chips to go there after I was raving back in the Harrods days. So I'd like to say thanks for listening. You know how it goes. Say goodbye to Clapham. Maybe you'll be up here one day on a night out. Over and out. Virus. You take care now. Okay, all the best.